In this video, I am going to show some quick steps to connect UiPath with Microsoft O365 to read your emails. For this, open the Outlook account. So if you see, I have used outlook.live.com. Now, what is the difference between outlook.live.com and outlook.office.com? So outlook.live.com is an individual or a personal account, and the outlookofffice.com is a business or enterprise account or education subscriptions. So right now, for this learning purpose, I'll be using my own personal Outlook account. The second thing that I need is UiPath Studio. It can be the UiPath Studio desktop, or you can use the UiPath Studio web that is available on cloud.uipath.com. Very first thing, we need an activity to connect with Outlook. So what is that activity? So the activity is for each email. Simply type for each email, because my purpose is to read all the emails that is there in the inbox of my Outlook. When you search for this, you would find three different activities: for each email Outlook, for each email Apple, for each email Gmail. So in this one, our scope is related to Outlook. Let me drag and drop this Outlook activity. If you are doing for the very first time, it might install the activity package. So what is the activity package? UiPath.Microsoft Office 365.activities. This is the package name. And what is the activity we are using? For each email for Microsoft Outlook 365. That's all you need to remember. Once you drag it, now it is asking me create a connection. So far I do not have a connection, so I would be clicking on add new connection. It will open a page on your default browser, and here it is asking me, hey, UiPath will make a connection with Outlook. Connecting allows UiPath products to interact with Microsoft Outlook 365 data on your behalf. So this is what it is telling you. The very first option you need to be careful is about your folder. Which folder would you like to build this automation? So here, let's say I'm building on this shared folder. I will be selecting that folder of your choice, folder of your requirement. You have to select. Authentication type, while you have multiple different authentication, keep it to OAuth 2.0 authorization code. Leave it the default one, while other options can be used based on the requirement. Then comes the scope. Scope means, will it be able to read, or it will be able to also write? Will it be able to do? So these are the different required scopes are added by default while you are building the connection. Mail read, write, send, calendar read, a profile, mail read, shared. So all these kind of scopes are added. If you need more scopes, you can always add them, or you can remove them based on your requirement. In the environment section, you have to keep it as Office 365. And then if it is shared mailbox, you have to provide the shade. So here our scope is related to our own mailbox. So let's see how this works first. All you have to do, hit on connect. After you do this, it will ask you to enter your email ID. So let me select my email ID. Let me enter the credentials. Okay, so now it will take some time to build that connection with Outlook. Now you can see your connection was successfully created. You may now close the window and return to the application. So once you see this successful message, you can pretty well close it. Now what you should do next, you should go to integration service, go to the required folder and refresh this and see whether the connection has been built, and you should be able to see something in green saying connected. This is very important. Once this integration has been built, the next step is to go to your studio and do rest of your process. So let me minimize the window, and here let's click on so here if you see it should refresh automatically. If it has not refreshed, let me remove this and try to re-add that activity once again. Okay, it should appear something like this, and here you should select your connection. Remember, you are connected to the same folder. If you see, I have connected to the shared folder in my studio, and I'll be able to see that. So once you have this connection, the next thing it is asking, hey, What would you like to read? There are multiple folders in your Outlook. I would like to read my inbox. Okay, so I'm going to hit on save. And then there are also a lot of additional properties on the right hand side. If you see, include subfolders, unread only. So yes, I would like to read only the unread emails. With attachments only, importance any low, I'll keep it as any. Mark read, would you like to mark it as read? Item name, current email. So these are the properties. Now what we will do, we have built the integration. We would like to see if I can read the emails or not. Now for that, I will use a message box, and a very important variable you have to make a note is the current email. This is the variable. Using this variable, so let me type current email, okay, and then I'll click on dot. So if you hit on a dot, you can read many things of this variable. It contains all the details of the email. So let's say I would like to print the subject lines, okay. So if I type sub subject, okay, so I would like to print the subject line. Let me go back to my Outlook. So in the Outlook, if you see, the very first subject line is test. You have received new feedback. This is the second email, third email. There are many emails. You have received new feedback. Okay, so I'll keep it as unread. Okay, so let's see if it can write those things here or not. All I have to do, simply run it. And I should be able to see all the subject lines of the emails. Okay, so you can see it has printed the very first email which has the subject line test. That is correct. If I click on OK, that should loop through. You have received a new feedback. That is my second email. If I go here, if you see, so it is doing its job. Now I'll give you a small task. What you have to do, the same thing. Let me stop this. You saw it started working. All you have to do, you have to go to the web studio and try exactly the same thing what I did here. Try this on your web studio, and tell me how many of you are able to complete this exercise in the comment section of the video. Thank you for watching. Let's meet once again tomorrow with something new, with a new learning, and keep learning regularly. Thank you. Let's connect once again.